ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ashley Tafaja Dube, and my brother here is.
Nashe Divine Madzime. I hope and trust that I find you doing well. So over to you, Ashley.
Ish. I guess our topic today is going to be we want to talk about love. Uh, because this issue we know has been ongoing and people have been defining love using different ways of how they experience through their relationships and other things. So my brother, this topic has been all over social media. Everyone has been talking about love, 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 love. So I want you, my brother, to clarify things. What is love?
Oh, that's really an interesting topic of love. Because firstly, I cannot come up with a proper definition of what I say love, what is love, but I can tell you that love is unconditional due to the fact that many people may despise it or say negative things about it due to the experiences that they've passed through. But love is unconditional. There are things that you love, you are attached to them. It can either be a phone, it can either be a dog, something you love it. You can even love a person as well. So love is unconditional. You cannot just say love is for this specific thing.
Okay, my brother. I can hear what you're saying, but clarify for us what is love? A relationship love, you know?
Yeah, that love that we find between a male and a female relationships, they differ now. We got to have a relationship between a mother and a child, a relationship between a male and a female, and also there are different relationships. But we can go deep with that sense, and if you want to us to dive into the deep for the relationship between a male and a female, that love, mostly people are now taking it as something else. It's no longer the, like what we say, it's no longer now flowing in the sense that we all want it to be from the beginning. Because love, what you want it to be, what is what meant it to be, it was said to be like love, not something that is just you see from the face, but it's love you can develop for a person, you know. But now these days, people when they sing person for the first time, they say that I love this person. It's something that is you'll be shocked. How can you love someone just seeing the person first time? Say I love that girl, I love that man. So it's something that is terrible. What is happening nowadays in this century that we're living?
Okay, so what's your viewpoint on this issue whereby people they actually say that in a marriage there should be love? What's your take? Because in other cultures, for instance, countries like India, they
Yeah,
believe in arranged marriages, right?
yeah,
So what's your input there? Because a lot of people have been saying that in order for you to have a good marriage, you should have love between a husband and a wife. So what's your take there?
yeah. On that issue, considering those issues like arranged marriages, it's kind of tricky because this you cannot try to merge two different people from different backgrounds so that they can be husband and wife. It cannot be possible like that way because you are bringing another puzzle that cannot fit in another puzzle that you're bringing in. So it's not something complicated. For love, it needs to be felt between the individuals that are really in the marriage. For a marriage to be a long lasting marriage nowadays, there should be love that should be flowing between the husband and the wife. It should not be just like a male or loving the woman, like just like that. The woman should reciprocate the love to the husband as well. You cannot just say the wife must love the husband should not love back the wife. No. So that issue of arranged marriages, it will cause a lot of damage to the person that may be in love with the person, but the person that he loves is not loving the person back.
Okay, like for instances, like nowadays, as youths, right?
Yes,
We have seen a lot of marriages that are ongoing, right?
yes,
Especially love marriages, right? But according to statistics and data, we have seen that a lot of marriages that base their foundation on love, all of them mostly, either way they have separated or they've divorced. So you are saying that love is one of the most important thing in a relationship or in a marriage, but actually we have seen a lot of or a lot of chaos, especially because people will say, okay, I love you, and then the other one say, I love you too, and then you say it's now good for marriage. Is it one of the most fundamental things that is very important in a relationship or in a marriage, or there are other things that can be added on so that people can actually know what's happening?
On that issue of saying that I love you and I love you too, those are just words. Words you can say them that you love someone, but love it has to be going well with action. Because love should not just be words, only just flattering or something. No, just have to be going as well with your actions. Your actions should tell that you love someone. You know that
Mm-hmm.
you grow up from a family, you know that your mother loves you by the actions that she does to you. There are certain actions that she does to you that you know, my mother loves me, and you feel loved as well. I
Okay.
can tell you that, yeah. Because when someone loves you, there are certain actions that they do, they care, there's a like out of kindness they develop towards the person they love. They are concerned for the person. It's not just like you'll be spending most of the time sending messages like that, or going around with a lady buying her expensive things. Some of the things like that cannot be love. It's like a trap that can be used. So if you want to kill a rat, you use something like a cheese to trap the rat. So it's like when the rat come close, you trap the rat.
Okay, my brother.
Yeah,
So I want you to clarify more on this one. People they actually say, for instance, you get into a relationship, right?
yeah.
And then someone you tell them with your mouth that you actually love them, and then they say, "Prove to me that you love me." So you, as an individual, and then you find yourself in such a situation whereby a girl whom you are dating has to tell you that you have to prove. How do you prove that? Because the other people have seen they say buying of gifts and other things, other they say sleeping together, other they say that proves love. So what's your take on that one?
Oh, okay. On that issue now, don't they like no? As I told you that love is unconditional. As I told you earlier that love is unconditional. It doesn't have to be like a condition that you love a person for certain condition, another season you don't love the person. If you love a person, you love the person truly, whether in the storm, whether in the rain, where in any situation you love the person. So if you love someone, no, as I tell you that love is unconditional. Love is patient as well. Love is kind. Love is gentle. So if you love someone and the person tells you to prove it, you can as well be patient to tell, like being patient, like waiting for the time to say, like when someone want to be proved, you have to be patient, enduring those trials that you're going through. If you love someone, you keep on going back until that person you love, enduring the patient, even if she doesn't like you, but if you keep on persisting, knocking and knocking, the door will be opened for you one day. So love is patient and love is kind, my brother.
But I understand you that you are saying that love is patient, but we as youths nowadays, we no longer see that passion that you're talking about. So
Yeah, that's the thing that is
uh,
happening this nowadays. The generation youths want fast things, just in the click of a button. They want everything to be going well. Sometimes you have to be gentle, you have to be patient, to wait and see if the person that you are saying you love is it the right person, what the qualities, what are the things that you love. Some people they just say I love a person because of the looks. They don't know the character, they don't know the whole nature of the person. So you can love a person, but you should know the person as well. Yeah,
yeah,
there are
that's it.
certain things that
Okay.
you should know about the person, not just you meeting on the first sight and say that you love the person.
But you are saying that meeting from the first sight. Others they say there is this what we call love at first sight, because actually others they say, hey, me I met my husband and it was a love at first sight. What do you have to say about that? Because there are other instances whereby relationships have actually lasted long,
Yeah.
while least others have said we have met actually from like love at first sight, and actually they keep on flowing and flowing with their relationship, and right now maybe they almost have 10 years.
In the marriage.
Yeah.
Or you know what? Love at first sight, we cannot say that it's love at first sight. It's like a spark that will be happening. We cannot say it's love at first sight, something like that. That's all the ways that people will be saying that, coming up with ways to just prove like that, to say that's the thing that happened, but it's not love, it's just a spark. You attracted something that will be happening. When you notice something that, oh, I noticed there's something that is going on there. So you attracted, when place a magnet near a metal, the
Mm-hmm.
metal will be attracted there.
Yeah,
So
true.
that's attraction. It's attraction only. It's not to be love at first sight. So later on, the love developed, and now they are understanding each other. They know the weaknesses, the strength of each other. Then they like way they are working on those indifferences, and they blended together. They don't matter. It doesn't matter that the person they are living with has some faults or some faults that they have. Now they are loving each other. They are attracted and they're blended. So as I tell you that if you put a metal near a magnet, the
Mm-hmm.
magnet will always attract the metal and they'll blend. That's what happened. So it's not love at first sight, it's just attraction.
Attraction.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, we get you, my brother.
Yeah.
So as we keep on discussing this topic, there's this other issue that has been bothering me. It has been about cross, like whereby one culture, that kind of love whereby, for instance, you as an African, right?
Yeah.
And then you find yourself maybe with this other person from the other side of the world, different continent, different traditions, different cultures. So, what's your take on that?
Or you mean intercultural marriages?
Intercultural marriages, yeah, that's my bad.
Yeah. No, it depends. We cannot, because that one of intercultural marriage is quite a deep topic on its own that we need to be worked on. So on that notion, I can just say that intercultural marriages now deals with the belief. If you are able to understand each other's belief, because as you're like saying that people are from different continents and different backgrounds, they grew up in different environments,
Mm-hmm.
so they're trying to blend to form one, to form the union and be in holy matrimony. It's something that's going to take. We need people who are going to endure, because there are certain standards that are in different other cultures that are in different. So we can say there are things that may be upholded in other culture, and the other culture disregard them.
Yeah, true. There.
So it's kind of difficult situation there for people to. But I'm not disregarding intercultural marriages. I'm just saying
Mm-hmm.
that it now depends with both cultures and the elders of those cultures if they are able to come together and, let's say, blend together as well. Because you are joining, when people are joining, it's not just two people are joining. You are joining families. You are joining nations. You see.
Yeah, true.
So that's not the thing to look down on when you are doing that thing of intercultural marriages. You have to look deep and do a proper research about it, because it can cause havoc.
Yeah, true,
You
true.
see.
Because we have heard a lot of stories whereby another person from another culture, right? And
Yeah.
then they end up maybe falling in love with the other person from the other culture. And then you will find that those ones are maybe from the girl side, right? The
Yeah.
brothers, and then they start attacking the boy who now wants to date their sister and other things. So we have seen a lot of violence, a lot
Yeah.
of havoc has risen, and a lot of people have actually died,
You see.
because this thing is actually something that is big, and it's something that people have to have like insights on, because
That's for sure.
if we look at this thing whereby, for instance, my brother, you are in India, right?
Yeah.
And then different cultures, right? They are Christian, right?
Yes, I'm
And
agree.
then there are Muslims here, and there are Muslims, there are Hindus, there are Buddhas, there are different types of people, and then you find yourself falling for maybe one of them, you see, and then a lot of people are going to want to see what's happening there. A lot of people will be asking themselves what is actually happening. So I think, yeah, a lot of these relationships, they actually bring a lot of things, because socially right now, as human beings, uh we are not in that one love that we are, because we define ourselves as like as one love, but actually we are so differentiated through cultures, and those cultures in terms of love. Love is supposed to be a beautiful thing, but hey, it's something
There are a
else,
lot
my
of
brother.
indifferences that have been brought up because you see, we we say we need to love one another, but due to the cultures that are there, people are failing to blend. You
Mm,
see, yeah, because what happened is that on that issue or that notion, when people from different cultures blend,
mm,
if they do something or some harm that can be caused, they will build a wound that can last for generations.
yeah, truly.
So that wound, if it's built or is uncovered as well, there will be havoc in the generation. They will suffer the generation that they've not caused anything. So there are some wars that you can see that are happening right now in the recent years. If you're likely to go back to where it started, you will see that the people that have started the war, they're already gone, they're dead.
Yeah, true.
So on that issue of love, so it can cause a greater conspiracy upon the earth, and many people will die or suffer. So just to make sure that when you are doing intercultural, like religion marriages, just to make sure that you are blending together with all people from different societies. It doesn't need to cause like misunderstandings between those two cultures or two beliefs, two religions. People should come together in harmony and in peace.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what I want to say.
So would you find yourself, if you find yourself in such a situation, right? uh would you actually, like, for instance, maybe you find yourself maybe in the center of everything, what's your take? Would you be actually be interested in getting married to someone who's different from your culture?
For me, it's a no.
Why is it so?
I cannot say that I don't like to be blending with other beliefs, but for marriage issue, I just have to be sticking to the person that have been raised in the beliefs that I understand the Christianity. That's what I want to be, a person who is a Christian. That's what I want. Cause trying to bring into someone who is from different religion is going to be a long journey. Cause while they grew up, they were following different religions.
Mm.
So you cannot teach an old dog new trick. Quite a difficult, you see. So when you are trying to blend with someone from a different religion now, you are a Christian, and I can just give an example. A Christian and a Hindu person,
Mm.
they grew up following their rules. They certain things that they do not eat. There are certain things the Christian eat. So it's quite difficult for them now for you to say that we eat these things, and there are certain days that they keep holy, and a Christian, you don't recognize those gay days. It will be difficult, and they will say, why are you doing such things? So it will end up like, in that manner. I can say that when you, as a Christian and a Hindu person, blend as well,
Mm.
there are things that are going to happen. A Christian life, there are certain things that you need to keep, and the Hindu, they may disregard them.
Mm, yeah, true.
So one of the other thing, if I'm a guy, right, I have a Hindu girl, I have try, I end up compromising, try to please my lady. These things that are against the Lord
Yeah, they actually
and are
happen. Yeah.
against my faith as well. So I don't like to be putting myself in such a situation. If I find a Christian lady, it will be good. It will be better.
Mm. So as we are going on with this topic, so do you actually think that a lot of relationship, the foundation of many relationships, they say they should be based on maybe uh, similar beliefs, right? But uh, a lot of them actually that include interfaith, they've actually stood their ground. They've actually survived for long. what do you think has actually made those relationship to actually last?
Can you give us an example of a relationship that has lasted for a long time? If it's
Because
an interfaith relationship.
because for instance, there was this other content that I was reading on Instagram, and then there's this other. It's actually an Indian content, you know. There's this other guy from is an Australian, right?
All right.
He's an Australian, he's a cricketer. So I saw the story that he actually married someone or a Hindu girl, right?
What
And
and he is from which belief now?
he's a Christian.
He's a Christian.
He's a Christian.
Okay.
They actually have a beautiful family. They have
Okay.
a little one that they are having right now, and the family ties are actually strong because during their celebrations, everyone was celebrating. Everyone was happy. Even right now, we don't hear even of any stories or any violence that is erupted through the interfaith relationship that has been there between the Hindu and the Christian guy. So yeah,
It
that's my example.
maybe you are not following deeply because you are just read something. What happens with these social media things? I can want to say to you, they just bring something that they want to that it's eye catching or what they want the audience to hear only. There are some negative things that will be happening behind the scenes that they will not bring into the social media. So I may agree with you on that thing that what they brought to you on social media is what they want you to hear. And there are some things that they are hiding behind the back that you don't know about. You see, so I can disagree with you on that note that their families or their religions, their families, they may not be that strong. It's something that can be created. People will be enjoying when the celebration is there. People will come and they'll be happy. But they'll go when they are behind the scene, when they are back in their home, they will be saying negative things. That why can my son or why my daughter has done this thing? You see, they'll be complaining. And we don't know those stories. We just heard that they celebrated, they did their thing, they're living together. But a lot will be happening behind the scenes that you are not knowing about.
But it is not only one example that I actually know because I actually know of this other couple again,
Yes,
a Hindu
yes,
and a Muslim,
okay.
and they have two different cultures.
Two different cultures.
But this actually they've actually been together for almost how many years? Almost like 25 years
Different
maximum
marriage.
marriage.
Okay. So
So it seems like there are marriages that are actually strong and actually that have actually created ties that are strong, that are unbreakable. So actually, yeah, of course, we as human beings, we have different beliefs in terms of the concept of you getting attached to another culture, or you getting married to another person who's from a different culture. But I think it's something that is actually good because it brings unity and love across the continent. Because right now you see a lot that is going on. People are fighting, especially in terms of religion.
yeah.
A lot of people are fighting. A lot of people are fighting because of what? Of culture.
So are you planning to do a marriage one day to marry like a person from different culture from yours? If you're a Christian, are you planning to marry like you say a Muslim or a Hindu person? Are you having some plans like that? Because I've seen that you're bringing in these issues of
No, 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 no.
interfaith. Or,
It's just a discussion,
yeah,
because
I just
we have to touch these subjects
yeah,
because
I understand you, but I'm just asking you just if you can, if you have some plans to do an interfaith or interreligion marriage.
actually to what I know
Yeah,
and to what I've heard people saying,
yeah,
it's actually, as for me,
yeah,
it will be hard for me to actually have someone who has different perspective of my interfaith, because actually, there are a lot of clashes that are there, because for instance, maybe you are a Christian, right? And then you end up dating another girl from a different culture, and then others, they believe in different things,
yeah.
a lot of different things,
That's sure that happens.
especially other cultures, my many they're totally they're total parallel. They don't actually link in any other way. But as for me, if I find someone who's good, I'm willing to go for it, my man. I'm willing to try, my man.
Okay. Yeah. So I've seen you. Yeah, we are going to do a inter-religion marriage later on.
But it depends, though.
All
It
right.
depends.
All
It
right.
will depend because if I actually find someone who's good, right,
Yeah, you are going to strike a deal with them.
I will try to meet halfway, my man, because we have to meet halfway because
That's so interesting. All right.
you see.
That's nice.
So these things of love, these things are very complicated because actually, if you actually find yourself in that situation, people they tend to compromise because
That's
because if you find someone whom you truly love, and then actually if you find someone who values you that much, and then maybe your past experiences with the relationship has been so bad, and then you find that one person who's supporting you, who's there for you, who's giving you moral support, emotional support, and everything, my man.
yeah.
Even you, yeah, my man, you will actually consider because actually you find yourself that you have this other girl, right? Same interfaith, my man, and then she's a total different person, my man, a disappointment, my man. You know, she's not even there for you. You know, she's doing other funny things, my man. That you actually feel like emotionally that you see, I think I have to look to another direction. Maybe I can find love, maybe in this other world or north or east or south because of actually or things that you have actually went through.
Yeah, it's okay. I understood you on that issue. So, as I always told you that love, is always going to be, you have to be valued when you're in love,
Yeah,
and you have to
true.
value the person that you are having in the relationship. So, if you find someone who values you and you value that person as well, if it's going well with you, just go for her. And as I told you that love or a relationship or a marriage is not based on two people only. You're going to be people who are going to bring another generation, and they are also connecting with the older generation. So when you are blending, just understand that you need to have an insight. Is this my family and their family? Are they going to blend? Because these issues, how can you say like if you've done inter-religion marriage, your father is a Christian and her father is a Hindu. They are sitting together and they cannot be able to talk even a story together. And they like, what are you planning to do? So you have to look on something like that. So say if they come together now, my family and their family, they should be blending together. If they are together, they should be looking like one family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they should be enjoying when they are together. Not just like when they're together, they'll be sitting quiet like the people don't know each other. No, like that. So just have to be inside and make sure that if you are going to bring in like your generation that is going to come after you,
Mm-hmm.
your generation is going to say that, oh, that's good. Our parents have done something that's good. You
Mm-hmm.
know, that would be like, say, when you have done, you're going to divorce to different parts. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's close this chapter because this chapter seems like it won't end, right?
It's quite a
Yeah,
long. I told
because
you that it's this one of interface is quite a deep topic on its own. So it doesn't need to be looked into like a short note. So you have to be a different topic that has to be done thoroughly. Yeah.
so there's this other thing that I wanted to discuss about. There's this other university. They call it PPSU University. It's actually in India, right? And you're actually one of those students who are there. So there's this other funny thing. That people have been talking about. Like everyone has been talking about it. I guess if you are a boy, if you are a male, you've been talking about it. People have been talking about they've been single for 1 year.
Yeah, that
So
happens.
tell us the problem. What's happening there? Because they are girls, my man.
As I told you that we are talking about love. They say you have to be valued and you have to value the person that you're having. What happens now? You may be having a lot of girls that are on the campus, but you can see that there's no person that can value and the person that can value as well. But it doesn't mean that the ladies that are they're not good. They may
Mm,
not be good for you, and they may not good for you,
mm.
but they're good for someone else. You see. So that's
I've heard this other story that I've been hearing from people.
yeah.
People have not been trying.
People
Because
even
actually, what you are saying is that you are saying that being valued and you going to the other person and that person not valuing you or not giving you love back. But actually, here, for instance, people have not been approaching anyone. What do you think
uh
is the problem? Because
no, you cannot say people have never even been approaching. No, people have been doing. They are trying. Maybe they're being disregarded. A person cannot tell you that I've done my shot and they're missed. People cannot tell you that. People will be telling that no, this area is fucked up.
it seems like you know a lot of things about shooting a shot and then missing the goal. Have you ever tried?
For me, I haven't,
Why? Why is it so?
because when I came into the area, I saw that I cannot find anyone that I will be able to blend with. So
Ah,
I'm still looking. If there's going to be someone I can blend with, I'll shoot my shot. If I miss or if it bounce back, I'll take it. But I haven't shoot a shot
so
yet.
is it because you are scared or what?
No, I'm scared.
You are scared of,
No,
of missing the target
no, no, no,
because a lot of people, a lot of guys, they always say that they are scared of missing the shot. They are scared of they
no.
shoot and then they miss.
If you are scared now, you won't shoot. You're not a shooter. If you are scared of missing, you're not
Mm.
a shooter, because how can you say you're a shooter and you keep on holding that bullet? You're not a shooter. If you're a shooter, you know that you throw that shot and you miss. You will learn from your mistake. You know that my angle was different. I was in 30 degrees from the target that I was aiming, so I have to adjust my angles now and do.
So tell us. So you're planning to be single like the
No,
whole of your life?
for me,
Mm?
I cannot say that. I cannot say, because words have power. I can be lying to you if I say I'll be single. I cannot tell right now. We will see
Or
what
you
will become.
or you left someone back home because maybe you left someone back home when you promised marriage and other things. Fella, that's what
Now,
happens nowadays.
like people will be married back home. Maybe like that will be happening. So I don't know.
Are you one of them?
Maybe what you are saying is right, but I don't know.
Ah, mm, my brother. Mm.
So I don't know you. What you are saying about? Have you tried to shoot your shot, or even like you are trying to shoot?
No, actually, I'm like you. I
No,
haven't tried
no,
to shoot
no,
my
no.
shot.
You cannot say like I'm like
Actually, I'm like you.
no, no, no. I'm different from you. We are not like
We're playing in the same league, my friend. We're
we are
not
we are
shooting.
in the same league. I've told you that for me, when I came into this place,
Mm.
I haven't tried to shoot any shot for now.
Is it because they're not good enough for you, or you are above their level?
I'm observing. I'm an observer.
Huh?
So I'll be observing. I'll be seeing that okay, that person is like this and that and like that, and then they'll say, okay, I won't go there.
But I've actually heard someone saying, Tinashe, 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 my crush, my Wednesday crush, eh? So, my man,
Maybe people will be crashing, but for me, I haven't gone there.
for real.
Maybe it'll be like that. You go, and you have a crash as well. I know you. You may be having a crash, but you haven't tried to go to your crash.
Oh,
So
so
something like that. A person will be crashing on
mm,
someone, but me, I haven't gone there.
do you have a crush?
For me on campus, I don't have a crash yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's strange.
that's for strange. For
Ah,
sure.
my man,
I'm a
you are
strange person. I'm
lying.
a strange person for you.
You're lying, my
I ain't
man.
lying for you. I ain't lying. I'm telling you the truth. I don't have a crash for now on campus.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe I'll be looking into. Oh, we're in which month right now? Which
eh?
month are we right now?
Right now we're in November.
Maybe in December I'll be looking something different. Maybe if there are new students coming, we'll see something
Ah,
different.
you're ready to shoot.
If there comes the person that is likable,
Eh?
I'll go for it.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Ah, that's a good thing, my brother, because
but I'll be
you can't be
going for
single. You
a,
can't be single, my man.
but I'll be going for a different nationality, not a Zimbabwean, not. I'll be going for a different nationality, not a Zimbabwean.
Why a different nationality?
That's what I want to do. I don't want to be blending with my fellow countrymen.
Eh?
Yeah,
Hmm? You want a different taste.
different nationality will be good.
Ah,
Yeah, but a Christian.
the Christian.
Yes.
Yeah, it seems like this Christian thing, it's actually in your roots. Can you tell us more about like the foundation, like your background?
Oh, you know what? For me, I got a big, strange background that have been happening with a lot of mishaps that will be happening. So when I came into Christ, before I gave my life to Christ, I blended with a lot of people, like in relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in relationships, I blended with a lot of people, and there are things that happened in that time. Oh, some people were like Christians, but they were not Christians. So I telling you, yeah, they were like Christians, but they were not Christians, and it ended up impacting me myself as well,
Mm-hmm.
negative impacts upon my life, and so later on, after I've realized that, oh, I have to give my life to Christ. I gave my life to Christ and I was born again. I realized that after being mentored and being coached by my fathers and my mentors, they told me that yeah, Christian life you should be blended with a person who is a Christian as well.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah, so you have to be complementing one another as a Christian. So if you may be saying that if you are strong in prayers, maybe she may be a good giver. You see, both you are
Mm-hmm.
Christians. If she may be a prayer warrior and you are a giver. So that's thing that example that I'm giving you. You have to be complementing one another. You see. So what now happens that before then I was a Christian. I was blending with a person who was okay. She was into Satanism.
Oh,
Yeah, something like that.
Satanism.
Yes, she was into Satanism. And my life
Ah,
was already at stake.
my man, you need to tell us more.
She was a lady.
Wow.
She was a lady. She was
Were you
a.
close? Were you that close?
Oh, what happened is now. That's why I tell you about that thing about attraction. I saw just saw her on the first sight and said, "Oh, that girl is like, I can go for her."
How old were you?
15, maybe that range. Yeah,
Eh,
yeah,
when
15.
you're 15, you already had that thing of love at first sight.
For my guy, me, I started shooting my shots when I was 12 years old. I was going for older people, older
Huh?
than me. Yeah, because I was living in my wood where I lived. I was living in a ghetto.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
ghettos.
the
Yeah,
ghetto things that happen. We used to be sitting with the big guys. They'll be using us to go in that house and
that
bring the
was
lady out
bring the
there.
lady.
Yeah,
So
so
were you actually one of them who
we
actually went
we
there
were
and
the
then brought the lady?
messengers. Now you see, we'll be sitting on the streets. So we go into that house and call the lady that is there to come out and to meet here. So that is that thing that gave us courage as we were young. So when I was 12 years now, I was able to shoot my shots going for ladies that are older than me. Say, what?
Did you actually win when you shot your first shot?
No, it was, yeah, I missed. I cannot tell that I missed.
You missed.
Yeah, I missed.
How did you miss, my man? Because you were the messenger boy. Means that you actually knew the inputs and the outputs and the
What happened?
everything, my man. The process, the system.
What happened is that as I told you that I was going for older ladies that are so the older lady can tell you that this the kid.
As a kid.
Yes, that's what happened. So
Yeah.
but when time went on, I was going for the ladies that are arranged maybe 1 year older than me, 2 years older than me. I was, it was quite good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then later on, I'm like when I met this lady that is in Sudanism, I was in 15 years old.
15 years
Yeah,
old.
15
Okay.
years old. We met and we're just walking maybe in a mall. Oh, yeah, in a mall. I was passing by and I saw the lady. Oh, and looked in the eyes. Our eyes connected. You see, yeah.
And she was older than you.
She was not older than me, maybe a month older than me.
Ah, a month older than you.
Yeah,
Okay.
she was a month
Okay.
older than me. Yes. So that thing, what happened now? I just went back. I turned where I was heading. I turned quickly. Let's say I went to the lady. I approached her. Hi,
Approached
how
her.
are you? Yeah. Can I talk to you? I say, it's okay. You can
It's
talk to
okay.
me. Yeah. We talked and exchanged our contacts over that moment. And later on, we used to chat. She told I asked where the area where she was living. Okay. So like I knew the area where she was living.
So wait, when you were 15 years old,
Yes.
Did you have any kind of like digital that you had so that you can connect with her? Because I remember those times when we were like 15 years old, you'll find that maybe in a household, maybe only adults have cell phones.
Yeah, so you see, as I told you that I was playing with older guys. So the thing happens that I'll be having some of my digital phones. I'll be having them. So the guys, I'll just go and borrow someone's phone and use it to communicate
To
to my lady.
communicate.
Yes.
Okay.
So I was using my brother's phone. All those were people around me. I'll be communicating with the lady. So as we blended, the time we move on. So that thing that happened is that she wanted me now to initiate my into Sudanism.
What?
Yeah, that's the thing that happened. So she,
Why? How?
you know, things were when we were now, like I say, moving fast forward, like when we were now in love, you see, she was now like because as I was a Christian, my mother is a prayerful lady, so
Hmm.
the environment will not be conducive for them. So when she would come to my house, like when they are in an uncomfortable place, the person will feel that they are not in a comfortable place. So that happened. So later on, she will buy gifts to me,
Oh,
shirts, you see.
her, a
Yeah.
15-year-old.
That's 15-year-old, yeah, but she was come from a rich family,
Oh,
you see. So that was thing. She would buy me shirts, some stuff, some gifts, only gifts.
yes.
Those the
Then,
stuff that was she using to like lure me so that I can be able to be a target.
like, for instance, was she like really, really like interested in you, or was it a way to get closer to you?
Right now I cannot understand if because we broke up when what happens now is that when we broke up, I did not go to her and tell her that we are no longer in love. What happens is that because I got sick, and the sickness was not just something that you can say it's a chronic disease that can be
Congratulations.
gone. Yes. So what happens now is a spiritual thing that happened. Then we went to the pastors. The pastor they say, "Oh, this is not just an ordinary thing.
You're
That's
dating
an
the wrong one.
yeah."
You charged the wrong one.
So that's the thing that happened. So when we broke up, or the broke up was that I gave my life to Christ.
Okay.
That's the broke up that happened there. So I could not know if she was really interested in love or I was a target as well. Maybe I was a target that wanted to be brought into the kingdom of darkness.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Ah, that's something, my brother. Yo.
yeah.
Ah, that's something else.
But I thank God that I'm still alive and I'm still living. And I guess she gave her life to Christ as well.
Oh,
Yeah, but yeah, I just
have you
said,
tried contacting her
well,
after
I just said that she is now a Christian.
she's
And
not Christian?
yeah, yeah,
You can actually identify that there she is.
I can identify.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
a good thing, eh?
that's a good thing because when we broke up, now I tried to go to here to say that now let's try to blend to move out from this thing, but you know what happens is those things when you're in the darkness thing on the dark side. If you try to move out easily like that, you will die.
Yeah, true,
Yeah,
true. Yeah,
so
I've heard of a
that's the
lot of
thing.
stories whereby people they try to get out from those things and then
Yeah.
they end up being killed or other things, you know?
So what happens now? She went to for her to move out. She was now going to church, and the
Hmm.
manifestations were happening and stuff like that until she was living with some pastor for quite a long period of time until she was delivered and she gave life to Christ and she gave all things that were not from the kingdom of God back to where it belongs.
Hmm.
Yes.
So after that, you did not shoot any shot again. Were you scared after that? What
No,
was
no, I wasn't scared after that moment. I wasn't scared of shooting shots. I was now only moving in Christian society,
Christian society?
not on other. Because when I shot my shot on that lady, I didn't know that she was not a Christian.
A Christian, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, I get
so
it.
that's the thing that I told you that I don't shoot my shots from a person who is not a Christian
A Christian.
because you have to understand your levels. When you are dealing with people or intermarriage or interfaith things, you have to know your level because you
Hmm.
cannot say that you are at a level one and you want to fight with someone who was on level 10.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
The experience is quite different. So if you're a Christian, if you blend with a Christian, it's quite good. You are in the same kingdom, you're in the same security.
yeah,
But
true.
now you are moving out of range, your protection zone. You are now. a threat to the attack.
Yeah. So after the whole situation, right?
Yeah.
Uh, what was like the reaction of your parents when they heard that you were actually like a 15-year-old, yeah, 15-year-old involved in such situation whereby you're in a relationship when you're 15 years old? Because, for instance, other parents, they don't allow you to date, right?
Actually, at that moment, I was living with my brother. My parents were informed, but they knew that it's a young boy. That's what happened to you. They just called me and counseled me that, you know what, we know
Mm-hmm.
that you are growing up, you'll be interested in such things like that, but you know that you should know your range or where to look into. That's where the advice came from my parents. They just told me that you need to know that we know that you are a man, and we
Mm-hmm.
know that these are things of nature that happen. So they counseled me that you should know that as you are a person, just know your range. You cannot just go beyond your range. And that's what they gave to me.
Actually, me, I have a different story, but it's not about the satanist thing.
Okay.
Actually, it was like me shooting a shot on this other lady. It was after my my primary.
Okay.
So when I was now in high school, when I was in Form 1,
All right.
I guess it was around 2016, something like that. When I was in Form 1, like everyone there, at school, everyone was started like shooting their shots. Everyone was now saying, yeah, me, I'm in a relationship with this, and me, I'm in a relationship with this one. So like I felt like I was like backward.
All right.
And then the fun part, I was interested in the people who were much older than me, because I remember this other time, we went for sports. It was uh, athletics. It was for
Okay.
the sport for athletics,
Yeah.
because when you are there, they are inter houses.
Okay.
So I don't know what happened there when we were training, in
Okay.
our inter houses, and then I just managed to lose this other one, and she was in Form 3. Just imagine, I was in Form 1 and she was in Form 3, and she was much more older than me.
Okay.
And the fun part is that I don't know how, when you're young, how you feel, because I don't know how I got convinced that she was interested, because I actually like looked at her, and then I thought maybe I got like the same vibe back, right? And
Okay.
then I was like, okay, that's it. And then every time when she's walking, I'll make sure that I'll try by all means to be hitting on her, using my eyes, trying to. And
Okay.
then I don't know, man. I felt like as if she was also like flowing with me.
All right.
Yeah, to an extent that one day, I decided to say, okay, I'm going to approach her,
All right.
because in our school it was like there are blocks, there are different blocks. Form 1 block, Form 2 block, Form 3 blocks, and other things. So in our school, there was like an upper block.
All right.
An upper block, it consisted of Form 3, Form 4, and upper 6. So the lower block will be down there, and a lot of our seniors, they don't actually get to our places there. So one day, I don't know what happened, my man. I just saw this other guy who was like, you know, who was in Form 3. I just told the guy that, hey, my man, you have to call that lady for me. She has to come down there. And actually, the guy, I don't know the guy. I don't know what made the guy to actually do that thing. And she actually called the girl.
Okay.
And then the girl, I guess, when she was called, she thought that it's someone maybe who's big, or someone who's interested in being helped, or someone. She had no idea.
Okay.
Then my man, she was surprised, my man, to see that it's a young boy. ah, she was surprised, my man, that she was. Is this the boy? Yeah, that was my first shot that I showed there.
Okay.
And then I tried getting her number, and then I managed to get the number, but the conversation was not at that level, man.
It was not fruitful.
The level of maturity was like different, you know, because when you are young and then you are new. Of course, when we were form ones, we were like open minded, right?
Okay.
But actually, the level where she was much more ahead. My shot was just in vain, I mean, because I did not get even an opportunity to get something out of it. But nevertheless, when I was now like she came when she was now upper six and I was now in form four. And then we actually talked about the situation that happened when I was on form one when she was in form two. She was like, "Hey, you, where did you get the guts to actually call me?" And because that girl, my man, she was more
Okay.
famous than anyone. So the funny part, after everything had happened, people they actually told me that, my man, this girl, she's untouchable because
Okay.
at that time she was single, my man, but
All
she
right.
was one of the most finest. But everyone was scared to go there, my man.
To
Just
approach.
imagine me. I was in form one, and I'm trying to go there, my man. I was something. The guys, they usually laugh. They say, my man, yeah,
You're
you're a top G.
overconfident.
You're overconfident, my man. You're a top G. You know those things when you're like at school, and then the people they'll be hyping you up and
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, you, my man, you're a top G, my man, continue." And then they give you the spirit,
The
hey,
peer pressure, man, it'll
she
be too
likes you, and then you go, my man, and then you end up going. And then after that, my man, I never approached anyone.
much. Okay. For it.
I never approached anyone, but man, it was quite an experience, you know.
All right.
It was quite an experience because, especially in high school.
Yeah.
In high school, there are a lot of things that happen in high school, you
That's for
know.
sure.
There are a lot of things that happen in high school. But actually, I actually miss high school because some of those experience, my men, they taught us a lot of things. A lot of things. Some were sad moments. Others were those moments whereby you can actually like and try and reminisce about them, and then you can actually enjoy and laugh on your
That's for
own.
sure. That's for sure.
Yeah, so it's something else. But nevertheless, my brother, this thing of love is something else, man. You know.
So to conclude up, can you tell us what you're planning on us for PP7? You are now I heard that you're on holidays. So I think men should not be living alone. Men should not live by bread alone.
My
You need
man.
some to be doing something else there.
I mean,
Yeah, you don't have to
man,
live by bread alone. And to be walking alone, you just have to be a friend.
I mean, actually, there's nothing to do here, people Savan. You know, everything like people what everyone is gone for holidays. It's like there's nothing to do.
But
Just like it's like eat, sleep, eat, and maybe play a little bit.
aren't you planning for us like to have a friend like a friend, a girlfriend?
Ah, girlfriend. I haven't tried that, man. You know that in relationships, my man,
Yeah,
money is always the common fact.
the common factor.
Yeah, because you cannot separate money from relationship because they actually work together. So if
All
you
right, can you tell us more about it? Yeah,
no, no,
I was telling you that love is unconditional, my guy.
Hmm?
Money should not be the matter that should be going
No,
with.
no, 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 no. Actually, money is the common factor.
Money is not the common it's not the common denominator.
I mean,
Money should not be common denominator. What you're saying now is now different because if you say that money should be the main thing for you to facilitate the relationship, so if you are broke, you cannot approach a girl.
okay.
Are you telling me that
Which girl is going to say yes to you if you don't have money?
if you so you mean you are going to go you if you're approaching a lady, you say, "Hey, I'm rich. I have 5,000 billion in my account."
No, of course you won't say that.
So
But of course,
what then are you going to what are you telling us now?
the world that you are now living,
Yeah.
especially right now we're in university, right?
Yes.
And then you say you want to date someone. It's now a different level, right?
It's a different level.
When we're at high school, of course, you can have a $1, and then
You survive.
you can survive, my man. Even for the week, you can survive. You buy those cheap small sheets, buy those small sheets, and then when you are here, my man, it's like the level is now different because you find that you're in an environment whereby there are kids who have cars, kids who have this and other things. It's like the whole it's like a whole different level. It's like the competition is like it's vast, and the the
But
youths that you are having, plus the youths that you are having right now,
yeah.
they believe that in a relationship, right? You as a boy or as someone, you should be bringing out something to that relationship.
So you'll be performing husband duty while you're still in a relationship.
No, 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 no. It's
That
not.
I'm asking. You'll be still performing husband duties while you're in a
No, it's not
relationship.
actually a husband duty, but it's actually a boyfriend duty. We can actually call it a boyfriend duty because because we
Oh my
because my
god.
man, you can't be having someone's child and then you cannot take her out and maybe go have maybe beggars. You can go and have something that is
So
good, you know.
I want to ask you, if you have a lady, how many times will you plan to go out for a week?
As
Yeah.
for me,
Yeah.
how many days a week?
How many days a week you plan to go out?
Once a week, my man.
Once
Why
a
why
week.
should why should I go once a week, my man?
Once a week, right?
Once a week,
Yes.
or even 0 times a week. It's possible. I can actually do that.
So what is stopping you now to approach a lady?
Sometimes
Are you
it's
not
up.
confident enough to go and talk to a lady?
Of course.
Or we can ask someone there, I would say, to go for you to hook you up.
No, my man. A relationship needs someone who's stable. Sometimes we will say a lot of things and say, hey, love is the common factor in any relationship, but actually money counts, man. Money is the
No,
common factor
man
because
is not.
look at,
If
okay,
you say man is the common factor, we're now
okay,
disagreeing
okay.
because
Let's say like this.
man is going to say that money smoothens. You see, it's
Eh,
not like the common factor. If you say man is the common factor now, it means that the lady was attracted to you because, or you are attracted to the lady because of what she has.
hmm?
You know. But some people that I know, they are in relationships, but they don't have that
Ah,
big fat account.
right now, can you tell us which
I
relationship
I
that
don't
you
I
know
don't
that
have to be
there is no money
I don't have
there?
to be mentioning names. I don't have
You
to be
have to tell
mentioning
us.
I don't have to be mentioning names because it's something that's private and confidential. You know. So there are some relationships that I know, but people don't have fake accounts, but they are in relationships. Money just smoothens the relationships. You know, when you go out with a lady, you need to be drinking, but it don't have to be like want to spend like you want to die on that day. It's your last day for of living.
But actually, people they actually do that, and they think it's a good thing. So,
No,
what makes you to be against that thing? Because
I'm not saying you are saying money is a common factor, but I'm saying money smoothens.
oh, smoothness.
Yes,
Okay,
that's what I'm
smoothness.
saying. That's a
Okay.
different thing now. You are saying money is common, but I'm saying money smoothens the relationship. It doesn't to be like you are in a desert when you're
Mm.
in a relationship, no. But it should be like something that will be flowing. No, you should be happy, enjoying the relationships. If there's your girl has a birthday, buy her some gifts. It's
You
not a,
see, so that's what I'm talking about. But money
it,
has to be there. Money has to be the
but it's,
common factor.
no, the money is not the common factor now. It's not the common factor. Money just smoothens the thing, you see.
Okay, tell me something.
Yeah.
Would you get into a relationship without you being stable or without uh having anything to contribute, especially in terms of money?
Yeah, that's when I will see that if the person is the real person that is going to stay with me forever or not. Because if I'm broke, we should be together. If I'm rich, we should be together. Because if you love me when I have stable accounts, can I trust you when I don't have those stable accounts? You see, I cannot just say I love a lady because I have a beautiful house, a mansion. No, that's not the good. That's when I should know that if I started with you when we were broke together, you cannot stand with me when you are rich. Maybe like something like that can be. But if you start with a lady because I have fat accounts or something, I have expensive house, I buy expensive clothes. When I don't have those things, will she stay?
It depends.
No, you see now. That's a different thing. Because if you just go to a lady showing off that you have money, if she finds someone who have money which is more than yours, she
Mhm.
may leave you because that person may be spending dollars
Even
on
if you are
her.
broke, even if you are broke, she can actually leave you again.
That's when I know that she was not.
No, 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 no.
Yes,
If you cannot afford it, okay. For
no,
instances, they say women are supposed to be nurtured. They're supposed to be taken care of.
women are supposed to be
So
taken
means
care
that
of.
if you fail to reach that point whereby you take care of them,
You know,
then
I will not like try to fail, but if I don't have money, but I'll be trying my best to like do what is in my means. I will not have to be pressurizing myself to go beyond my range to prove to you that I love you.
Mm.
If I do something for you, appreciate it. Don't just try to be putting on hard targets for me. Just can we go to Dubai for the holiday? Am I Bill Gates? I don't be like that person. So when I'm doing things that I'm capable. That is within my capacity. Try to appreciate it, and we're
Mhm.
gonna flow. Yeah, I think that will be good. But when your lady or your guy is pressurizing you to do things that are beyond your capacity, you need to question yourself: is this the real person that is going to be with me till we grow old, or are we going to grow old together with this person? uh, I may not say that the person should not like push you. There are certain areas that need to be pushed by the person, but when she's now like pressurizing you to do expenses for luxurious things, it's not necessary. Maybe she should be pressuring you to do expenses on things that last, that are permanent, that give better results. She must say, "Oh, go for that goal.
Mhm.
After 10 years, it will give out better results."
But
You may see that the person is open-minded. She is someone who is intelligent. But when your lady is just pressurizing you to do the spendings that may be leading you into bad debts, you need to question yourself, my brother.
actually, a lot of people found themselves in such situations.
Yeah, that thing they need to be,
So you can actually be one of them, but you can also be found in such a situation.
uh, for that situation where you'll be pressured into bad debts. Which situation are you trying to say now?
Hmm?
Clarify your issue.
Because
Clarify that. Yeah.
what I have seen a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of guys they'll be saying that a relationship is not based on money.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
But we have actually seen a lot of them who are saying that actually like being the ones who have like the inputs, especially money. They're the ones who are more like they're giving out a lot in terms of money because they've actually fallen in love with this beautiful girl. Maybe, for instance, maybe you have one of the beautiful girls on campus, right? And then you're the only one, right?
The other one was that.
Let's say you are the only one who
Yes.
has that girl, right? And then there are other people who have just who are there, right? We have money, and then you as the one who's having a beautiful girl, you feel the pressure to maintain because actually, if you don't maintain in this generation that you are in,
Yeah.
a girl will tend to leave you.
Oh, that's when I told you that if she's for you, if she's going to stand with you in those situations that things are not well, when you are still low, you can say that this girl is for me. But if she now is concerned about those luxurious things, my guy,
Mhm.
expensive stuff, I don't say that we should not buy things that are good for us, but make sure that what you're doing is not putting you into liabilities or expenses,
Mhm.
into bad debt. you know
Mhm.
Make sure that what you are doing is within your means, and you are not going to survive like you're a beggar. Try to please someone else.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And as I told you, that you need to be valued, and you need to value someone. So if she doesn't value me, that I don't have money, how can I value a person like that? I have to like feel that I'm valued in the sense, the position that I am, where I'm still. I need to be valued. If I
Mhm.
don't have money, value me like that person. I'm valuable. No one is like me. I'm unique.
Okay.
So yeah. So just have to be valued person wherever they are, whether they have money, they don't have money. Value the person. If the person is important to you, show that the person is important to you, whether
Okay.
they have money or they don't have. If you ask some ladies now, there are people who started well in a relationship when they were spending money and the guy got broke. They left.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's the thing.
you see. So, and there are quite rare instances, yeah, but they've happened. They started together. They built up the legacy. They built up the mansion together from zero up to high. Later on, it's the guy who is leaving the woman. But it's quite rare instances like that are happening. But it's not that the thing that will be happening mostly. Understood?
Mhm.
Yeah. So mostly when the people started from zero up high,
Mhm.
it's not the lady who's going to leave. Maybe the guy is the one who's going to leave. Who will be starting to look for different avenues, leaving the woman, the main wife. But later on, nature will catch up with you.
Okay. As we sum up this discussion, so what would you like to add on what you have discussed?
All right. So as we were talking on love, as I told that love is unconditional and be valued and value the person that you are with in your relationships is quite a really good thing that you need to know. And love is patient, love is gentle, love is kind. You know that you should know those things that love uh, is not hateful. Love, as I told you, is kind. So that's something that you need to understand. And if you are in a relationship, don't go into a relationship based on the looks of the person. Understand the person. Who is the person behind the looks, behind the scenes of the person? And as well, we touched the issue of interfaith or interfaith marriages. That issue as well that we need to understand the if the people are going to blend together, if they are going to be living together well, it's a thing that you need to know and put into consideration before you go for the holy matrimony, because you may cause something like we say havoc that will bring war between different nations or different religions, so that when people from different religions meet again, they will not greet each other because of what have happened. So it's something that needs to be considered very well with knowledge and with intelligence. And as we're talking, where we touch the issue of money, and I say that money is not the common factor in a relationship. But my brother Ashley was disagreeing. He was saying that
No,
money is the
no, no,
common
no, no. It,
factor.
it, it was just an opinion, It
So
was just a discussion,
understand.
It's not like in what it is what I actually believe that money is the common factor, but it is something that I'm actually seeing around.
Yeah, I
Mm.
understand. So money is not thing that should go for when you are going for a relationship. We say that go for love, be valued, and the person should value you back. Love should not just be one-sided; it should be reciprocal, so that you can love the person should love you back.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing that should be happening in the relationships and marriages, where that people, old people, they should be loving one another. Don't say that you are the one who be start saying I love you only. No, one who's saying I love you too. There, no. So you have to understand that thing. And on those interfaith thing that I've understood, I thought that you should know your level to determine if the person you are going to be engaging, if it may be above your level, you may going to like the issue that I've told you about my past. I told you that I ended up being like moved from another faith into another faith. The lady that I was approaching
Do
was
we have to call it another fate
oh,
or
some people, yeah, some people,
okay?
yeah, because so
Okay,
that,
it's fate.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's something like that can happen. Yeah, I was moved. She was trying to move me to the kingdom of darkness, but with the help of God, God being on our side, we managed to sail through, and we are still living here. So last but not least, uh, just make sure that everything that you do is not going to contradict with your beliefs. Just maintain your standards. It'll be good, and love is always perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, I would like to thank you, my brother, for such an enlightenment discussion that we had today. I hope a lot of people learned a lot about the stuff that we discussed today. So, if you want to catch us live, Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Instagram page and Facebook page. We are here for you guys, so you should have a chance to engage with us and be with us and talk about these things that are happening around us as youths, as people who are actually growing. So catch us next time. I thank you.